Hey everybody, Unstable Gamer here, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be jumping into Cyber Rebellion. This is a brand new mobile game that just recently launched within the last week, and it's actually pretty cool. It reminds me of an old school tabletop game. We'll get into that a little bit later. But they do a few things in here that is a little bit different to the genre. This is a turn-based RPG that sets it apart a little bit, so we're going to jump into that. But first, before we do, if you're just now finding this channel and you want to stay up to date with the latest in mobile gaming, consider hitting that subscribe button so you don't miss out. All right, and welcome back. Let's go ahead and jump into this. This was pretty cool, I thought. They have surpassed 1 million downloads. Cyber Rebellion, this was actually previously known as Rise of Cyber. It did go through a little bit of a name change through beta, and it's actually pretty cool. It reminds me of that old school tabletop game. What was it? Pen and paper. It was Cyberpunk, right? In the mid to late 80s. So it really kind of took me back to that. And if you like that cyber type theme, this game is pretty cool. And like I said, they do a couple different things that I haven't necessarily seen in other turn-based RPG games. Now, it's not the overworld mechanic that we've seen recently, but there is some pretty cool stuff in here. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to take a look at some characters. We're going to show some battle. I've got some summons to do as well, hopefully. But let's go ahead and jump into characters first. So combat here, or combatant. So the art, the neon, I mean, it's very cyberpunkish, right? So it's pretty cool. This character is a lot of fun. She's Lindsay. She does graffiti there, as you can see. And can I turn them around? Oh, you can. And the UI goes away, which is pretty cool. And you can, that's pretty cool. So you can kind of get the full look and the detail that goes into the character. I really like the art in here. It's a lot of fun. These are all beginning characters, well, except for Lindsay. Lindsay wasn't a beginning character. But this character is, he's pretty cool. And one thing that I like, oh, that was cool. One thing that I like in this game is as you increase, well, they call it fission, but as you increase the strength, you actually can go down a couple different paths based on your play style and what you want to get out of that character. Here's another character that you start with. She's pretty cool in battle as well. This is actually an upgraded version of the character that you start with. You actually go through fission. Learn that fission mechanic really early. So we're going to jump into that because I want you to, oh, look at that. I didn't notice that mask on her thigh there before. Let's see. Here's another one you get. A support character here. I like I like how they enter. And typical stuff, right? So you got leveling, you got skills, implants. These are just typical leveling mechanics here. You hit level 20, and then you've got to break through, and then you can go up to level 30, break through that, continue, so on and so forth. You got different skills here. Your ultimates here I thought was really cool because you can upgrade your ultimates in battle once you have enough energy, and each level of the ultimate is just a little bit different. And you have to get to level, I think it's 26 in order to unlock your ultimate 3 there. But that's pretty cool. We may see a little bit of that. But so you increase their powers by loading up these codes here. You've got implants as well, kind of like a gearing mechanic. You have sets, and those sets have bonuses if you match them up. And then I don't have this module here unlocked yet. I got to get through 812 for that. So let's go ahead. We're going to go to modification. We're going to do a modification here on one of my characters, and then we're going to jump into one of the battles, the story that hopefully I can get through so that we can go ahead and do a 10-time summon. But let's go to Candido. Now this is fission, so we've got 2 paths that we can go. If I click on this character here, this character is a tank. And then you've got a couple different, so this is more of a damage dealer character. The art here, like I said, is really cool. And this is more damage as well. Vanguard. So what I can do here is I can go to fission, and here's this guy. I can go that route, or I can hit this button here, and I can go this route. So you got destroyer there, and you've got tank there. So I want to go the tank route, so we're going to stay there, and then we're going to do the fission. Here's the material down there, the item cost. Let's go ahead and do that. It's a pretty cool animation as well to go through. There we go. Now, one thing I like is, again, as you increase the strength of these characters, you go through fission, their look completely changes, and I like that. I think that's pretty cool that they do that. Now, they're asking if I want to switch to deploy, and I do. The cool thing here is, even though we upgraded him to Iron Fist here, I still have Jab. Jab still stays in my combatant section. So let's go ahead. We're going to jump out of here now. Go down to my combatants here. And we now have, he should now be deployed. Where is he? He's right there up at the top, but I have Jab down here, down at the bottom. Now this comes into play because there's mechanics in the game where as you increase star levels for all your different characters, those star levels are applied to an area in the game called the Animus. So I think that's over here in database. And once you hit those certain star levels, so I got 21 stars across all of my characters, I hit activate, then I get bonuses to my stats. So there's a lot that you can get into in this game. So there's a pretty decent overview, right? You've got your typical dungeon. So let's go ahead. I'm going to go to Traverse. I got my world map there, Cyber Siege. I'm going to go to world map. In the world map here, you have your resource dungeons, you have your story and everything. The R&D resource dungeon, that's where you can farm the codes to increase your skills, the materials that you need in order to level up and star up your characters. One thing too, I've got some codes to share with you as well. I'll have them in the description of the video down below. You do have to hit level 20 first. Your character level has to hit level 20 before you can use codes. So something to keep in mind there. I really like the vibrant colors. The set pieces for the backgrounds and stuff are pretty cool. And then I'm going to take it off auto so I can explain a little bit about the battle. So we've got the blue orbs down at the bottom. Each one of your abilities costs one of those down there. And then the yellow bars underneath your health bar. The blue bar is your health bar above your characters. That's going to help you with the upgrades. As you can see for this character here, I have an upgrade available that I can use. I'm not going to do that just yet. Well, actually, I'm going to do this, but I'm not going to use the upgrade right now. Let's see what else I want to do. Let's do his. So I've used a total of 5. I've only got 2 left that I can do. So I am actually going to go ahead and use her ability. And I'm going to target one of these characters here first. One of these enemies. And then you go ahead and you hit cast. Boom, nice AoE, some damage there. Now, whether they do basic attacks or their abilities, they're going to gain that energy bar underneath. As you saw that one character there on the far right, I can't remember her name, but now she's full. We got we got 2 characters with full energy bars. So let's see what that looks like when we do their abilities. I think it's really cool because as you upgrade their abilities and they use their ultimates, their attacks look different as well. All right, so let's go ahead. We're going to use this. This is going to give a shield. All right, and then we're going to do, okay, she's pretty cool. Let's see if we can see her ability, and then we are going to do this guy right here, and then her. Boom. We're going to attack that one character over there, so let's go. Got it burning up there, so we've got a dot going, but took him out pretty quick. Let's get some upgraded abilities going now. Oh, look at her. These ultimates, the animations and stuff, I think they've done a fantastic job with. All right, so let's do... Whose do we want to do? Do we want to do hers? She's got... Now, let's do hers. I want to see what her animation looks like. I haven't seen it yet. We're going to upgrade, and then we're going to upgrade again. So this is her ult 3. That's where it maxes out. We're going to do his as well. We're going to do some massive AoE damage here. Let's do his times 3. And then we're going to do hers as well. We can... Oh, we can do her times 3 too. I didn't think I had that. Let's go. Let's see what they look like. I'm going to actually turn the animation down to 1 so we can see this, because it's some pretty cool stuff. There's hers. Massive AoE damage. Here's his. Massive AoE damage. There goes hers. Look at how her projectile gets larger as it upgrades. That was pretty cool. All right, let's do my new tank, Candido's. Let's see if we get the ability to do his upgrade. Let's see what that looks like for his ultimate. We do. So let's do this, and we're gonna upgrade it. Boom. I'm gonna do hers again. Oh, hers is real cool. It didn't show it. I don't think it showed it. Let's check it out. And then we're just gonna do regular attacks here. Oh, there's his. There's hers. That's cool. All right, I'm gonna put it on auto. All right, so we'll get through this. We're gonna do our summons, then we'll go ahead and wrap up. But I thought this was pretty cool. Now my character back here, your character here in the back, I've got the tentacles on there. Those are, I can't remember what they call them, but those are additions that you can add to your character that adds stats to your whole team as well. So I think that's pretty cool. Also, those are keepsakes is what they're called. And as you collect those, it increases stats, normal stats. Congratulations, Commander. Very cool. We're going to skip that so we don't spoil any story. Commander Prologue, Commander Log Prologue, Vanguard, and there we go. We've unlocked Digital Clash, which I believe is PvP. Oh, and look at that. What is that? Corrosion level, maiden story. Ah, cool stuff. All right, let's go ahead and grab this, because now we can do our 10 times summon. Let's go back out. All right, let's see. Let's check. Let me show one more thing. Cyber Siege, I think, is kind of cool. You got Merc Frenzy and Hollow Sim Challenge. These are just PvE dungeons for resources as well. But Merc Frenzy has a cool component. That's where you farm a lot of implant stuff. Materials, but it's got a team component to it as well, where you team up with other players and you go through that same boss battle, and it's pretty neat. All right, so let's go ahead and do some summons. Now for here, the selection for SS Combatant for free, you got to do 100 summons before you can unlock this. So that's going to take a little bit of time. Let's do the 10 times here. See what that looks like. All right, we ready? 58 more recruits for a guaranteed SS. So the pity was at 60. We got one epic. Who's that? All right, Lindsay. It's another version of Lindsay there. So very cool. Very curious your thoughts on this game. Did you play this in beta? Are you playing it now? If this is your first time seeing it, what do you think? I think it's pretty cool. I'm going to stick with it a little bit just to kind of see what else they do that's just a little bit different. Oh, one last thing over here. Aid. This aid is kind of cool because you can go over here, and if you ever need any assistance on what's going on, you can go to How to Improve right here, which gives you tips on where you can go for star level, combatant level, skill level, things like that. Main story aid, this actually allows you to broadcast to global for assistance. And then event announcement, there's a Thanksgiving party happening right now. So there's some cool rewards through there also. All right, that's all that I had for you. As always, I want to thank you all for taking the time to watch the video. If you liked it, make sure to hit that like button and share your thoughts and questions in the comment section below. Take care, everybody. We'll talk to you next time.